All right, now this is just a little silly because it is long past the time that we should have kissed Sun-Kissed Creek goodbye, but perhaps that's some sort of commentary that's a little bit dour but possibly accurate about climate change or something, because after all of that angst, after all of those weeks of being like, oh, I shouldn't go ahead and create more 2 Point Museum to get us even further ahead and out of sync in time, but then there's this limited time summer event, then here it still is. I'm not really complaining because that means that we're going to be able to go ahead and get more cunning skinks that sell fish and lollipop fish, but I do think it's really funny that I ended up staying up very late on what was supposed to be the last day of the event and pushed myself hard to go to all of our museums and make sure that each of them at least had a breeding pair of these guys. Only for it to be now. And it turns out I probably could have paced myself a little better. But that's all right, because it was glorious, glorious chaos indeed. And also somebody wants to buy our copy blight plant for $49,000. Oh, I love our copy blight plants, but we kind of need some money for this place, and that was like our second copy blight plant. So yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. And you know what else I'll take? I'll also take all of this lovely loot that is arriving here at what now seems to have become one of our saddest museums. I have so much we need to change and do here. Oh my gosh, after being to the other museums to catch all of the summer fish and coming back here, I'm experiencing some emotions about how we could tend to all of this. So, before we start figuring out how we're going to make everything better, let's start looking at the loot! Why not start with our wonderful non-gambly loot boxes that we have from our expedition with our alchemy wizard, Marshall, who has just returned from the Fledgling Arms fantasy map! I'm so excited! I can't believe I've held myself back from the fantasy map for so long! Woo! Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead, and because this is an epic quality, I think we're going to maximize our knowledge about this. I'm not exactly sure who's going to be able to do that, since it's going to need to be one of our fantasy people. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of money that just disappeared. But we also have our observant snake spotter, who is going to have a name. Give me a moment, give me a moment. Our wonderful patrons have kept us alive past so much, and I need to make sure that there we go. All right, I got our Patreon name list pulled up so that this time we can start trying to name some of the fanciful people who come. Also, 12 buzz for the haunted Jack in the Box. I don't even remember where that is from. It wants to go near a catacomb wall. It is indeed kind of terrifying. I don't quite know what to think about that. Was that our very first trip to the Netherworld Fair? It was! There's man-eating plants at the Netherworld Fair. I'm positive that's going to be the, circus plant. And some spirits. Wow, okay. So I'm gonna have to think about that. And then there's the Dead Air Theater over here. Oh man, we're gonna need to really start pulling it together though. The money is going down so fast, and we're gonna need to think about what we can do to really attract more people here to our wonderful museum. Especially because I think, what do we have in terms of resources right now? Like exhibit wise? I haven't even looked. What's the best buzz we've got? Honestly, it's some of the famous spirits, and then some of the Wetlantian ruins. Also a little ironic. And our copy blight plant, which is just average quality, but apparently it also has really attractiveness for everybody. So, all right, and we've got some more. Oh, our spider crab population is going through the roof again. Thank you, spider crabs. Doing as spider crabs do. Also, we have our lollipop fish. I'm so happy that we've got our big lollipop fish. We have a select specimen who's been born. And let's see. Then we have one of the very first lollipop fish we ever got. The spider crabs are doing what spider crabs do. And thankfully, they're worth a little bit of money, which we're gonna need. But right, so famous spirits obviously bring in a lot of buzz, and they should hopefully bring in quite a bit of money as a result. But you have to have like everything set up for the famous spirits, and then the copy blight plant. And we have the frogborn and the spring on flowers. All right, I think we need to have a mushroom, and this is a really good price for the copy blight plant or expedition too. So I think we absolutely need to head deeper into the mushroom filled forest and seek out what will hopefully become some decent discoveries. How much have we explored over here? We've done pristine level exploring. And so what I really need is somebody who can either go really fast, such as the abandoned theater researcher Clove, or somebody who's already frog cursed, such as ghost therapist Troubling Times, but they're very busy like doing actual ghost therapy at the moment. Bean-brained photographic memory gives us survey level. And if we had injuries, how about haunted doll expert Evie Lover? We're gonna send you out with steampunk artist Pixel Swirl to go ahead and hopefully learn a little bit more about this expedition. You guys can't make it a speedy expedition without helicopter stuff, so we'll work on that. And then let's see. If the other things that we're starting to make a lot of money on are the Wetlantian ruins, I wonder if it would be worth it, because the wetsuit of armor, I'm trying to think how we want to set this up, because the Wetlantian ruins could, you know what? No, I want to do fantasy stuff. We're gonna make money through fantasy and ghost. I need to remember the old way that we were doing everything before has now changed because we have a expansion of our skills and abilities. We can now go further than we have before. So we need to make a growth potion in the workshop, and we also need to unlock 5 points of interest on the map. Here at Scorched Earth, which I'm so excited about. Look at that giant pumpkin. Oh, that makes me so happy. I'm so happy we're here. Okay, so we can indeed go to Forkin's Trail. The road east splits in 3 at Forkin Forest, where it's customary for travelers to unwittingly take their first false step in an altogether wrong direction. We need 3 fantasy experts, one of whom needs survey skills. There's an ambush bush and a prince pox. Oh my gosh, and character development experience points. Oh my word. You need a combined strength of 20 to counter the ambush bush. The prince pox decreases you get really hungry a lot faster, and you need luck to overcome that. And we have survey skills amongst the people here. So, wow, okay, so let's see. Who would we want to send? Antibacterial prevents immune to illness. So let's see, if we have Adventure Seeker Dino Dave go out, then their ability, I think, to punch things will prevent us from getting ambushed. And then if we have Alchemist Wizard Marshmidge go out, that's not enough strength to prevent getting ambushed. And that doesn't count as like being damaged. Increases luck and immune to curses from our as yet unnamed warrior. So we'd have a fire warrior, I think. And I think we could send this crew off, and wow, their survey level would be 100. What the heck? We'll give them an experience journal so that they can, mark down their experiences with all of this. And then I wonder, where else would I send? We have one more fantasy person, maybe to work on getting that statue built. Maybe that would be a good thing to do. No, they're in the analysis room right now. All right, then maybe I should use some of our other members of our teams. Let's see, do we want Netherworld? Because I'm trying to think how we can start really pulling in some of the monies, especially if we're gonna have a fun night market. Man-eating plants, industrial age spirits. There is a famous spirit who we already have the Pickles Grater for at the Dead Air Theater. Sure, the death can be grim, and eternity isn't always a picnic, but that doesn't stop countless souls from having the time of their afterlives, singing and dancing like today is tomorrow and it's not going anywhere. Getting another unique exhibit would be really useful. We have a feast hall. We haven't put anybody in yet other than Margaret. We have a lot we could definitely be fixing with this. And the Pickles Grater, I wonder, that's the industrial age spirits too. We already have our like ghost pirates, but I wonder if we should move our ghost pirates as well. Maybe to like a mushroom filled zone. There's a lot we could be working on when it comes to working with, let's see, Spirit Medium the Rhonda can remove traumatic experiences. And then if we come over, I think we have a happy thought. Oh, and there's also Winston, who I keep forgetting. Winston actually needs to be upgraded to level 15. Or excuse me, sorry, broke the fourth wall there for a moment. Our wonderful Winston does want to go ahead and present some of his own ideas, but it seems if we send UFO Space Watcher space vans, then they will be able to prevent us from getting possessed. And Haunted Moss Expert Honey Moss, you might be really good to get more experience so that we can hopefully manage. I don't think we've done a lot of research here though. So that we can hopefully manage to get them ready for mushrooms. All right, our Observant Snake Spotter gets the survey level automatically up really quickly. You know what? Let's do that. We're gonna do that. We can even make it a speedy one, and still, this team, this person's looking for snakes. And I think if you show up and you're like, I'm searching for netherworld snakes, people are gonna pay attention to you. Like, they're gonna be a little concerned about that, and they're probably gonna pay a lot of attention. Also, now that we have gone ahead, and now that we have, you know, no money and we're trying to collect stuff, let's review what we can put out. We sold one of our big old mushrooms because we were desperate for money. Will this mushroom stay alive? I think it will. Also, people could get an energy boost if they visit the Spring On flower. That's true. You know what? I'm gonna let that happen. And then it wants to be near a hologram and it needs some decoration buzz. Ooh, and we've unlocked the blacksmith's bin? Yes! And now we know more about the gold and we've got some security. You know what? Do we have a pristine level of this guy yet? We do! The Enchanted Hungry Treasure, who wants to have around him another pristine fantasy exhibit. I'm gonna put security deterrent, and people aren't gonna know why. They feel like they need to, you know, give that a little bit of space, but they are going to. Let's analyze the Haunted Jack in the Box. We don't need to upgrade the bandage bin right now, thank you. Oh, who's this? No, that's a beanbag. I thought it said expedition returned. And then a nice inventor janitor has leveled up. Good gravy. Our ghosts are really... Wow, the Dead Air Theater group's already back? And we got a blessing from a ghost with UFO Watcher space fans. What the heck? Oh my gosh, we got him. Butch Pickles. The original cheese in a roller coaster from space, of course. Why did I obviously not think of that for our night market that we could set up? Getting things from the roller coaster in space. Obviously. Totally not obvious. That's what we should have done. But we have a Fleming Flob Trotter. Plain cheese ball for Flemington. Go Flob Trotters. There's no one quite like them. The original cheeseball legend still holds every major record in the sport. Such was the disparity in skill level between them and their stupid old competitors. All right, sir. You know what? We're gonna have this guy come and join us, because we do have some ghost rooms that he could go into over here where we have Margaret as well. And so I think we're going to have them go in here, and then we're going to try to make everything really nice for our brand new famous ghost, who's exactly who you want to go ahead and have move in. We can possibly get some other industrial ghost in there. And a new lollipop fish has just showed up, which is awesome. I think their favorite thing is industrial age. Yes, industrial age decor. Hates fire, hates sharing a room with a spirit of average quality or lower, doesn't want to share a room with a rival cheese bowl legend. I didn't even know there could be rival cheese bowl legends. And wants the pickle graters exhibit. Well, good news for you, friend. We do happen to have the pickles grater. Just for you, so people can come over and they can admire the famous pickles grater and the Butch Pickles himself. They can come over and they can ooh and ah and get quite excited about seeing him in person, and or well, I guess in spirit. Hates fire, so we don't want to put fire in there. Gosh, what else should we put in? Like, I want to make sure that everything is really nice. I mean, these sunken portholes kind of look like windows that you could kind of pretend are like the sky. So we'll get some of that in. And then we've got antique chairs. Those kind of look like cheese. So I could see him being happy with this. And I was thinking we could get him a setup so he's got like... There we go. Yay! Spider crabs doing what spider crabs do. Do 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 do. All right, and then let's go ahead, remove that bed. We're gonna make things nicer for you in here, sir. No, I know. I just took away. Getting all cranky because I took away his cheese chair. It really does kind of look like cheese. But I thought it would be more useful. Let's see, to put those down. Have a nice antique table. Now apparently we have some nice training slots. Always good to see. I'm baffled at how we can end up blocking furniture for our ghost. Doesn't that just kind of make you pause for a moment and go, what? And then we'll get this lined up. So hopefully the ghost will be able to maybe just hang out over here and have a nice little sit, maybe talk more about cheese. There we go. I can't believe I'm spending so long trying to set up like a nice spot for Ghost to talk about cheese. But there's a point to it. It's so that we can hopefully make a lot of money off him. And if he's here and happy, we should probably work on getting more industrial age Ghost, getting some information about that Ghost, and then also making sure that we're making good money off of him. Also, somebody needs to come and take care of this plant, the Mypica Lily plant. Probably gonna need to check on that soon. And also, need to check on our brave adventurers, who do indeed need to gain some names. And of course, I need to work on the potion room. Okay, so they got bonus experience points from there. Maybe that's just because you had to, like, open that zone. Also, Haunted Doll Explorer Evie, you are currently trying out being Frogborn. I kind of love that. The frog kiss is spreading. The Springton flower! Gravity not included. Yay! You know what? I'm happy about this. Because I love the idea of just having a bunch of people be able just to jump up and down, get some entertainment. We should definitely grab more so we can learn more about them. Also, I'm a little worried about the fact our money keeps vanishing. All right, let's see. Evie, where'd you go? I think you did a great job. Hey now, guinea pigs. Barry, you don't need to be sassy to your sisters. Don't panic, everyone. You just heard a guinea pig yelling at another guinea pig for a moment. Let's see. Lost spell researcher, cursed expert Dino Dave. I love how many of our people are like frog people right now and cursed. We don't need observation. But we have a great need, actually, for speed and skill, for being able to jump over here. Yeah, nothing is really going to help here other than being maybe fast at our tours. And let's see, Curse Chaser, Salty Sweet Wren, you're doing tours. Curse Chaser, Galactic Woozle. I might send you off with our steampunk artist again, just to see if maybe you guys can snag us some more of those rare mushrooms. Also, the money is making me nervous. Dun 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 dun. What's this? The Rainwar Shrine? In the humid wetlands by the Great Lake, there stands a sacred shrine. Its magic defenses and hard-to-reach location have sparked legends that there must be something really great inside. There must be, right? So all we had to do to get here was complete that expedition to Fork and Trail, and... Oh, look at all of this! I'm so happy right now! We've got to see what's here. Oh my gosh, it's a foul surprise. That's adorable. Oh my word. All right, so if we were going to have a wonderful crew come out here and start kicking, well, let's see. Do we want, like, wow, we could really work on some great surveying with Dino Dave and Alchemy Marshmage there. However, it might be better to send our as yet unnamed alchemist who can go ahead and do a little bit of punch in order to possibly face whatever ambushes might be here and give them a survey scanner. Good luck, my friends, good luck. And then also we're gonna need a lot of good luck if the money keeps nosediving like that. So let's see. The dragon potion, tail potion, I think we need in order to face the dragon. And then what do we need over here? We need survival skills on one of our fantasy experts. And Wishfell Village has the tapestry and those bolt buckle boots. I wonder how many of those we can get, like with mythical gear. Can you only get one? And we're still working on completing the fantasy statue. And we only have, I forgot about the teeny kettle. That's so cute. I love that teeny kettle idea. Oh my word. Okay, okay, can't get the character development if we do that. But what if I come in here? Either of you, let's see, the alchemy wizard with our alchemy wizard Marshmage, you actually can do alchemy. So we're gonna send the unnamed barbarian person who we will, I swear, give a name eventually. I can't help it, I just get so excited. On a speedy adventure. Hopefully that'll pay for itself at some near point too. And then let's get, we're gonna need Industrial Ghost. I also need more education spots for our new friend here so that we can hopefully impress people with his cheese ball special events. And then hopefully I can feed people. I'm actually thinking it would be really good to possibly, let's see, possibly put this over here? Do I want a smaller? Maybe we'll do a smaller newsstand. And then I don't need the golden molars showing up and causing trouble right now. That's completely unneeded golden molars. I would very much want to get my robot security to like maybe give you a little punch in the face, to be honest. I'm just gonna say it. Oh, all right. Our lollipop fish are having more babies. Whoops, I'm destroying our windows unintentionally. Let's see. One of our expeditions has come back. I'm still trying to get it set up so we can have golden molar! Thief! Security spotted him, thank goodness. And another new lollipop fish. Oh, geez, Louise! Well, we've already researched everything about them. There's a dilemma. Pesky presence. A ghost is bothering the team, trying to pinch the exhibit. Let's ask the ghost for help. Yes! The artifact disappears. The team is distraught, only to find its prize back at the helicopter and immaculately restored. Ooh, so it took a little time because we thought the ghost stole our stuff, but we got a better exhibit there. I think that's good. Also, oh my gosh, there's so much happening. Lollipop fish, lollipop fish. There are so many of you now. I'm not really gonna complain. Every little bit kind of helps right now. I need to name the lollipop fish who happens to be like the big fish. I need to make sure I don't get rid of too many of our spider crabs because they are very good emergency money. I was trying to pull up a tour guide like spot so that we could have somebody give a little ghostly tour of our new cheese ball friend because I just think that's hilarious. And now it's kind of a bit of a chaotic moment, I'm not gonna lie. Things seem to be happening here, seems happening there. I can't decide if I want to focus on like the fiery awesomeness of our wonderful oh, there's another spider crab. On the awesomeness of our fantastic new fantasy stuff, or if I need to be focusing on like famous ghost. And which one of my exhibits have been stolen? I refuse to accept this as anywhere close to being allowable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, oh wow, are we actually making money for a minute? I mean, that would not be bad. I truly would appreciate that. Also, we might as well possibly sell these poltergeist rooms because there's a lot of other stuff happening. Ah! All right, guys. Oh my gosh, there's more thieves. Okay, we've got to stop these thieves. I've got to figure out like where they're stealing my exhibits. Everything is so sad, messy. Maybe we're gonna try to pick a lane and stick to it, I say. That's a lie. I shouldn't lie to you guys. Also, I forgot how we half set this thing up. All right, gonna take care of those and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Where's my list? This is why.